Hey there everybody, Onurubu here with the next episode of Tokyo Dog. It's been a while since I've played this game, because of real life things and all those responsibilities and other stuff like that. So even though I remember the story really well, the story is really intriguing, I will not forget the story. I have slightly can't remember what I'm meant to do next in terms of gameplay. So I'm just going to be clicking around a bit. Let's see where we go. So the last episode we were in this tea shop here. Inside is the interior of a traditional tea shop. It doesn't look like anyone's been there recently. We're in that tea shop and we were talking to the historian guy. And he was really creepy. Well, I liked him. He wasn't creepy in a very bad way. Let's eat some octopus balls. Let's see that CG again. Miss, I can see a glimmer in your eye. That tells me you have a hunger. Hunger for a second order of my nationally famous takoyaki. Who, me? Well, why wouldn't I? They were amazing. Yep, the struggle is real. You think I don't sit here in the presence of my own creations and not want a little taste? No, of course I do. They're delicious, but the extra time and effort means I don't have as many on hand as and have to limit to one order per customer. But I'm your only customer. Come on, just one more taste. Sorry, no can do. There's a reason I set up in a quiet spot like this. Otherwise, I'd sell out in minutes. Well, let me know if you change your mind. Okay, never mind then. I will not be having some takoyaki. So, let me try and go back to the Kendo place. Let me see if they have anything to say to me. Also, because it's been a while, I've forgotten a lot of the voices I gave people. So, they're gonna change. I don't remember how I voice people. Surprised to see you back. How can I help you, detective? Okay, cool. Seems I'm in the right place. Cool. Got it. I spoke to Yasuhisa, the historian. Oh, good. And? Takashi, what is he? I don't understand your question. He's one of them. Them? Ito, are you alright? He's just an old man. What else would he be? No, Takashi, you must have noticed. There's something off about him. The collector, but no, not exactly like him. I'm not sure what Yasuhisa told you to scare you like this, but I've known him for years. He's a bit eccentric and too philosophical for his own good, but he's harmless. Allow me to offer some advice. What you're feeling right now, it's not him. It's you. The more time I spent researching the Kamenkai and the past, the more I began to feel the world had gone mad. But it didn't. It continued to turn on its axis as it always does. It was me who became unhinged. You could always walk away, Detective Ito. Some mysteries aren't worth solving. Unlux, bro. You train police? I was told your dojo trains a lot of people in the police. That's right, I train many of them personally. Do you know Akira Taira, a detective from Tokyo HQ? Ah, yes, Detective Taira. I know him quite well. Taira. Okay, dude, I just read, when I see the words, I read them as it comes up in my mind. Even though I know in my mind he's Japanese, so it should be Taira. When I see words, I'm like, Taira, that's the first thing that jumps up in my mind. Make more of an effort to pronounce it correctly. Man with a great deal of innate talent in martial arts. Though, that talent is offset somewhat by his, how to put this, brash personality. Dude's a fucking dickhead, just say it outright, he's a fucking dickhead. Brash is a very diplomatic way to put it. Sorry to put you on the spot, but Taira is about the only usable link I've got left in the police force and the one person who's trying to stop me the most. Seeing as you train with him all the time, I was hoping you might, know something that would change his mind, if you know what I mean. Are you asking me to help you blackmail Taira? Beyond the obvious reasons why I wouldn't help you do that, I also happen to think it won't work. You may be surprised to hear this, but Detective Taira actually lives a fairly straightforward life. His excesses are nothing that would draw any scrutiny, at least not amongst his fellow officers. I hear he's engaged to be married soon as well. Someone actually agreed to marry that slime? That poor girl. Yes, a very nice girl. Apparently they're quite happy together. Oh yeah? We'll see how long that lot, bro. That sounds like you're trying to threaten to break up their engagement. May I ask what exactly Taira did to make you feel so strongly? Did to me? You should be asking him that. Ever since I started, he's looked down on me and never missed a chance to remind me how he felt. I ignored him because I figured if I worked hard enough and earned my promotion that it would shut him up once and for all. You eventually got this promotion, I take it. Well, did he shut up like you thought? No, he got worse. It started with him spreading rumors about me sleeping around in HQ. Then there were various complaints to my supervisor. He couldn't stand that I'd won. It's all fallen apart now, though, huh? You got my old job, and every time I see him, he has that smug grin on his stupid face like he's mocking me. So he faked that fact. At least in his mind, he was right. Something like that. Taira's not the first person to think a woman didn't deserve the promotion I got, but it stung a little extra when he ended up at my desk. Yeah, thought as much. You're not saying you think that brown-nosing, womanizing, lazy, good-for-nothing asshole actually deserves my spot, are you? No, I can't judge the inner workings of the police force, but from what I've heard, it certainly wouldn't be the first time an officer didn't earn their promotion honestly. Often I watch my students spar, and I always notice an interesting trend. You see, usually the outcomes of matches have nothing to do with their skill. Is there a moral at the end of the story? Patience, Ito. You see, two students will face each other, but before they even draw their swords, they decided the outcome. Students rank each other and themselves based on practice, their social status, their schools, or any number of things before they even enter my dojo. The student perceiving himself as stronger will always be more relaxed, more ready to attack, while the student who's resigned themselves to defeat desperately defends. It's not skill or merit that wins the battle, it's expectations. You see where I'm going with this? I do, but I'm not sure if I like it. Saying that unless I can break Taira's perception of me, I'll keep losing, right? Exactly. For a man like Taira who expects certain things of women, you've defied him at every turn, but if I suck up to him and play the part, it might throw him off guard enough for me to win this fight. Sound about right? Very perceptive. Here, this should help. Sake? It's a gift. Wow, that's so flattering. I barely even know you. I suppose in order to degrade myself to scum like Taira, I could use a drink. It's not for you. It's for Taira. Oh, and there I was thinking you were being nice. It's a very expensive brand. As a matter of fact, it's Taira's favorite. A gift for his promotion. Promotion he stole. A promotion into my position. Think of it as a way to throw him off balance. You can't strike at his heart until he drops his guard after all. You know how to play the role he expects of you. I suspect you know the type of woman he likes. Much as it pains me to admit, that might work. Thanks for the sake. I'm not doing that! What do you mean drink sake? Bruh, I'm not playing down to him. That's not happening. The man's an asshole. I don't want to meet any of his expectations. I don't want to drop to that asshole's level. Fuck that guy. Leave Asukasa. Maybe I have to though. Maybe I have to actually drop down to his level. I hope the game gives me a choice. If it does, I don't want to do it. Can't believe I'm saying this, but sorry. That's it, Ito. I've heard enough of you. Wait, what? You heard it, right? You heard it right, Taira. I'm sorry. You're a good detective and I never did congratulate you on your promotion. Yeah, this is for you. I get it. Excuse me. So you think bribing me is gonna work, huh? Ken no Michi? Is that a bottle of Ken no Michi? No way, it sells out in weeks. Even my family rarely managed to get a bottle and they knew the people to ask. How'd you get it? That's not important. Consider an apology for how I've treated you in the past. I present this to you as a way to formally hand over my old position to you. It's clearly in better hands now. But... Ito, sit up, will ya? Ito, it's fine, just sit up already. Okay, I accept your apology. Hell, didn't know you felt that way. I mean, in light of recent events and all, it's long overdue. Guess with all the stress you've gone through, the delay is understandable. Glad you finally learned to manage your emotions appropriately. Thank you for your kind words, Detective Taira. They're not kind words, they're veiled sexist insults, bro. You wouldn't be telling a man to be like, oh, I'm finally glad you learned to manage your emotions properly. Once I return to the department, I know I'll have much to learn from you. Hey, it's a little too early for that talk, don't you think? I don't even know if they'll let you back on the force after the hearing. Yes, I suppose you're right, Detective. I shouldn't have spoken so brashly. So stop that, please. I always thought you'd be a better cop if you listened to your fellow detectives a bit more. Suppose there's a lot of things you have to learn from me, eh? I know you're right, Detective Taira. I was brash before. That's probably how I ended up here. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for dropping this by, Ito. To tell you the truth, it's been a tough time for all of us. It's better to stick together. We're all on the same team after all, right? Maybe once you're back, me and you can partner up. One can only hope I'll be so lucky. Bro, this is not the outcome I want. But the only other option I had was to drink the sake. I did not want to drink the sake for myself, and I did not want to give the sake to him. But now there's no other option for me. Right. Look, I gotta get back to my office. You need anything else? Well, I was thinking, but oh no, I couldn't possibly bother you. You're so busy. It's fine. I can handle it. Go on. Well, I know I shouldn't be, but I've been doing a little research in an unofficial capacity. I was wondering if you could pull a file for me. No, I can't give you access to the system. It's suspended, and besides, it'd be against regulations, and I guess if you stay on that side of the counter, I could get Ishibashi to help you. Don't think this means we're best friends or anything. It's just repayment for the Ken no Michi. Oh, thank you, but Taira, Detective Taira, I wouldn't want to impose on your busy schedule. Again, stand up. Sake, I'm going back to my office to drink sake. Okay, there was that pun fell on its face. Look up the file Ito once. Log the research query to my name. Got it? Yes, sir, of course. I'll be in my new office all afternoon, so direct any calls there. Clear? Yes, sir. I think he is gone. Damn, Miami! I mean, I've twisted some guys around my finger before, but that was something else. Don't think it'll take long to get your office back if you can keep working that magic. Miami, listen to me very closely. It's very, very important you train me how to do that for professional purposes. I think you're alright on your own, Saki. Fine, be that way. Anyway, you got Taira's sign-off. What did you want me to look up for you? Oh, March 4th, 1996. There was a raid on a compound belonging to a cult called the Kamenkai. I'd like the official report plus anything else you can find on it. Oh, that's some heavy reading material. I'll get right on it, boss. Doesn't seem like there's much to go on here. Looks like there's only one file. Righto, I'll put it on a USB for you so you can take it with you. Just don't tell anyone. That's a fucking cringy, like, not cringy, that's not the correct word. Grungy, that's what I was trying to say. Not cringy. That's a grungy looking USB. It's got like freaking slime on the end. Thanks, Saki. I owe you one. Owe me more than one, Ayami. See you around. Submission. Bruh. I got an achievement called Submission. Didn't what you... Yeah, it's what we do. It's what we got. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. Back in my apartment. Is my creepy neighbor gonna show up again? Look at laptop. Use USB stick. Something doesn't smell right. There's a raid on a compound and all that's left is this lone debriefing. Doesn't add up. Not to mention so much of what is here is redacted. Officers arriving at the scene found 12 people dead on arrival, including Tokimasa and Mai's parents. Where are the details about how they died? Not to mention the report itself was filed almost a week after the raid, so why aren't there any autopsy reports? It says here, 2 children and 1 adult are believed missing. That must be Mai, Takashi and their grandmother. Guess that means Takashi was telling the truth after all. So many people have been hiding information from me, it's almost a relief. Still, for such a short report, it raises a whole lot of questions. The list of the dead, their causes of death, if there were other survivors, what else they found, it's all lost. Even the location of the compound has been classified. All I know is that the mask was found in the middle of a pile of dead bodies. What the hell happened here? Why was it covered up? Neighbor time? The report is unclear, but it's obvious that the mask had a part to play in those 12 people's deaths. A young girl's suicide in Shinjuku made me aware of the dark, and now I know that an ancient mask can be used to find a door that may be the key to getting Kazuki back. Look, Ito. The old creepy guys, you know the old creepy guys? Like the historian and the collectors? You know what they've been telling you? Since you've met them, don't fucking mess with the boundaries between the living and the dead. So don't fucking mess with the boundaries between the living and the dead. Look, I'm sure there's more mystery to be uncovered, but if Kazuki's dead, just give up on getting him back. Don't give up on solving the mystery, but I don't want to be messing with some fucking Izanami shit. Learning about those 2 facts of the mystery was supposed to be enough to show the way to the dark, but even though I can feel the dark, something is still wrong. A piece is still missing. My gut tells me the missing information I need has to do with what happened to the Kamenkai. I have to make the Kawana I have to make the Kawana woman talk. She's the only one alive who could tell me what happened that night. No pills. Exit apartment. I don't want any pills impairing my judgment. Let's enter the house of the grandmother. Empty.
You! I told you to stay away from my family. Don't drag my grandchildren into this any more than you already have. Stay back.
I have questions about the Kamenkai, the group your daughter and son-in-law were part of. The only one alive who'd remember.
Kamenkai. I don't know anything about it. Leave me.
Grandma, enough. Listen to yourself. Do you even realize you're lying anymore? Takashi told us everything. And you, Ito, just because this investigation is important to you doesn't give you the right to just barge in here. Your grandmother and I need to talk. If it upsets you, maybe you should go. No, I'm not going anywhere. This is the house I grew up in. It's as much as mine as it is Grandma's. If you have something to say, you can say it in front of me. Only a little while ago, I found out my parents died in some cult, and no one knows why. Think hearing that was easy for me? I want to help you, Ito, but all the deceit and lies are starting to hurt people. What I'm chasing is so much worse. Tell that to the woman in the station. Tell that to the poor man in the station. He's in the hospital now, scared out, terrified out of his wits. People aren't the only one here. Why can't I read? People aren't only here to be used for information and then thrown away while you move on. They have lives too. And bringing up the past can hurt. Surely you of all people understand that. I do, but ignoring the past won't make it go away, and there's unfinished business from the Kamenkai that needs to be taken care of. But what's left to talk about? Everyone's dead, right?
I promise to talk to you about all this later. For now, let me and the detective talk. Go on, you're cooking us dinner, weren't you?
Alright, we'll talk about it later, but I'll be in the other room if you need me.
So, you found me out. Now that Maid knows, I suppose there's no point in keeping it a secret any longer. The truth is, my daughter would have never joined the Kamenkai if it weren't for me. I convinced her and her husband to join. I was already a member. The time I joined, my husband left me and I'd lost my job, suddenly leaving me a single, unemployed mother who could barely support her daughter. That's when Tokimasa found me and told me that the society that stigmatized and shunned me was a fiction. A great machine to be fought, and that my very soul was at stake. Of course he used me as he did everyone else. I desperately wanted to hear my struggles weren't my fault. They stole everything from me. My youth, my mind, then my child. And then one day in 1996 they all died. The cause of death was buried and no autopsies were performed. Or if they were hidden. Why? That's simple. The government didn't care about some dead cultists in the woods and covered it up, so the papers wouldn't sensationalize their deaths. That's it? After everything I've found, you expect me to believe that? 12 people died that day and no one knows why? What happened? Tell me the truth. Want to know why it happened so badly? Fine, I'll tell you. Bro, this is like the 5th time you've said, fine, I'll tell you, and then not tell me shit. Tell me shit, please, just tell me. I just wanna know. Oh my god, people are just fucking hiding shit left and right. Dude, I don't know. Look, dude, this just started trying to find some redhead horror yandere bitch that killed my fiance partner. And now is missing. And now I found she was actually that age in 1996. And she committed suicide. And now I found there's some cult in the same year. Dude, please. I don't know how any of this connects to each other. I just want answers for the please. When you say fine, I'll tell you. This time. Just fine, tell me, please. Please. I died for nothing. Following the footsteps of a madman who believed that life was an illusion. As words of other compounds and other groups being raided spread, Tokimasa began warning us that the end was near. He believed that the world was collapsing and it was time for him and his followers to abandon the flesh and find purity among the gods. My Emiko, she didn't die from some conspiracy. She chose death because she no longer had an anchor to reality, and it was my fault. Beyond that, I don't know what happened to them. No, you do know something. The report, it says after the officers cleared the body, they found the mask. Same one you handed to me 6 months ago. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Sorry about that, someone messaged me. I just had to sort that out quick. That's... Well, when I say Sorry about that. I keep forgetting when I pause my recording. It doesn't actually, like, the viewers don't actually notice the pause. Like, for some reason, that's very weird. Anyway, let's just continue. Tokimasa would always keep it to himself, saying it granted him sight into the realm of the kami. I needed it. You don't understand. It allowed us to see strange things and people who were gone. The guru was a fool, a fake, but the mask was real. There was a rumor that the cult members were killed by one of their own. Surely you didn't... No. You don't understand. I would never kill my own child. I didn't take the mask. It was given to me. One day, a man, some journalist or other, showed up at my door carrying the mask. I couldn't believe it. I begged him for it, and he stood there, smiling at me. His eyes were like none I had ever seen. It was strange. All he wanted in exchange for the mask was a picture of Emiko. The collector. When I joined the cult, I was forced to give up my possessions and only had one left, but I gave it to him nevertheless. I thought if I had the mask, I could find her, that maybe she would forgive me. As soon as I had it in my hands, my mind opened. I could hear her voice. So he went to the sewers chasing after her, thinking he could save her. Takashi told you that as well, did he? Yes, it's true. Emiko was crying out to me, begging her to find her and free her from a dark place. I would give anything to hold her in my arms again and plead her forgiveness. I don't care if you don't believe me. Just like Tanaka was calling out to me. I do believe you. We're probably some of the few people left alive who know what this mask is capable of. If you really thought it'd help you find her, then why'd you give it to me? Because I was wrong. First I only followed the whispers, then I found myself in a strange labyrinth, chasing after her shade. The days bled together, I lost track of my grandchildren, of the shrine. It was an illusion. No matter how hard I tried, I never found her. I only became more and more disconnected from the world around me. I descended into madness. I was being used again, just as Tokimasa had used me so many years before. I tried getting rid of it, throwing it away, burning it, none of it mattered, it always came back. And when I did, the visions and whispers only got worse. So I put it out of my mind and tried as best as I could to live a life of solitude and ignore the screams of my daughter. Then you came, and when you did, the mask was screaming out in voices I'd never heard before. I thought it was a sign, so I gave it to you. I didn't even have time to breathe out a sigh of relief before I heard a gunshot ring out. No one else ran to it. I think I was the only one who knew that sound for what it was. I thought the mask was punishing me once again by taking Mai away from me. Instead it had passed tragedy to another. I'm sorry. Perhaps the knowledge of the mask should die with us. There is one other person who knew about the mask. A girl named Reina. Does that name mean anything to you? No, I don't know anybody by that name. Expect me to know anyone who's been touched by the mask? Everyone who's been touched by the mask? No, but you're involved with a group that worshipped it. Are you sure you're telling me everything? Yes. What good will accusing an old woman do? Unless you're chasing someone too. There must be it. Mai told me you lost someone, your partner in the police. Is that right? If I'm right, then I suggest you stop your search. The place I was shown by the mask was not meant for the living. Barely escaped with my life. Stop while your mind and body remain intact. What if I told you there was another option? What other option? In the months since I first met you, I had time to examine the ancient texts in the shrine, and as the mask grew further away, it loosened its grip on my mind. I knew then it would someday make its way back to me, and so I became determined to find a way to protect myself and my grandchildren from its influence. The darkness of the Kamenkai and its ritual object are but manipulations used to sever our connections with what is truly divine. The mask breeds darkness. Dark forces can invade all manner of living and non-living things, driving them to violence or death. That which is evil cannot be used or tolerated. It must be destroyed. It is the only way to save us from its grip. Destroy the mask? I thought you just said it couldn't be done. Not physically. Grandma, is everything alright? I overheard you talking about that mask again. Yes, dear, but you needn't worry. In fact, it's good you're here as this talk involves you. Mai, trained in exorcism and purification rituals for quite some time, haven't you? Such a ritual could purify the mask and turn it into a mere piece of wood, given we gather the right materials, of course. I can tell from the look in your eyes that you think me to be senile, but I'm quite serious. Even modern rituals have ancient roots, and with enough conviction they're still capable of great power.
4, I was content to die as long as the mask didn't hurt my children as I was... 4, I was content to die as long as the mask didn't hurt my children as I was too feeble to do what was necessary myself. But now, seeing you here, I see a second chance to do what is right. If you truly do know what the mask is, then you must help me destroy it. Slow down, I didn't come here to be involved in a ritual or exorcism or whatever you call it. I only want the truth about the Kamenkai, which you still haven't given me. You're a stubborn one, aren't you? So be it. I can see there is only one way to change your mind. Only trace of what happened that day would be at the Kamenkai compound itself. Record of its location are lost and they were never made public, but I know where it is. What's the catch? Go there, search for your truth, see what worshipping the mask has wrought. When you return, you'll help me destroy it. What makes you so confident I'll change my mind? I went back once, years ago. In all honesty, I'm not sure why. Perhaps to remind myself of my sins. What I saw and felt in that place was tainted by darkness and death. Those two things are all the mask will afford you. There is something else. I had a feeling you'd say that. The heavy, unnatural air I felt when I returned to the compound, it had the same stench, the same quality of the tunnels where I searched for Emiko. Sounds like a superstition to me, so what exactly is it you want in exchange for the information? I believe the energies of the mask and that place are linked. I want you to bring me something back from there, anything, it may help in the ritual. Looking for the truth will not bring you peace, detective. Purifying the mask very well might. Remember that. Compound is in the forest of Aokigahara. Aokigahara? Hey, that's the suicide forest. Suicide forest, what a dreadful name, but I suppose those woods have seen their fair share of tragedy and death. Ito, can't just go charging in there, it's dangerous, there's vloggers walking about. What if you got lost? GPS doesn't work in there, and I heard even compasses won't point north. Not only that, well, a lot of people go there to die. I don't think you should go. You two keep talking about that mask like it's some evil spirit causing you pain, but I think the pain you're feeling isn't caused by a mask, it's just you. So many nights after the girl died in the shrine, I had nightmares. Every corner I went around, I thought I'd see her there. It wasn't a ritual or a charm that made me better, though. I just stopped listening to the fear, I confronted it. When you took me to see Takashi, that was the first time I'd left Kamakura since April. It's embarrassing to admit, but I was scared. And yeah, Takashi telling me all that stuff about mom and dad was scary, but it was the truth. I wasn't hiding from some demon I'd invented myself. Anyway, I know you might not listen to me, but I don't think you should put yourself in danger just so you can keep chasing your demons. Maybe you're right, but some demons have a way of spreading to others. Seeing the Kamenkai compound is something I have to do. Well, it's your choice, but Aokigahara is huge. How are you going to find one compound? Mai makes a good point. It's been a long time. Are you sure you remember where it is? Of course I do. I know what you two must think of me, but I'm not senile. It's a hike away from a bus stop on the outskirts of Narusawa. We used to go into town occasionally for supplies. Several miles away from the bus stop there's a clearing and a path. There used to be a clearing and a path they use time to time by the Forest Service. I'll draw you a map before you leave. It continues for quite some time. Eventually it will be blocked off. Keep going forward and don't turn back or leave the path. The forest can play tricks on you. Supposing the path is still there, it seems pretty incredible to me that the compound would have been left alone all these years. It still stands after all. Why would they bother to go and dismantle it? Go, search for whatever truth you'll think you'll find. But be careful, detective. Do what must be done and then leave. Staying there is dangerous. I hope that once you enter that place and feel the energy I did, you'll have the sense to see what I never could. You understand, don't you? The mask must be purified. It depends on what I find. Don't be a fool. Finding what happened that day will change nothing. You're being haunted by your past, chasing phantoms as I once did. When you enter those dark places, you leave pieces behind. Purify it. Stop this while you're still whole. I'll begin preparations for the ceremony regardless. Mai, see her out. Okay then. She's never said anything like that to me. You must have really scared her. Listen, I'll help you with this ritual because I think it'll help Grandma get better. But don't get yourself killed. I know in your eyes I'm probably just a kid, but I know how much it hurts to want the truth. Takashi obsessed over the past. I was miserable not knowing. Grandma almost went insane on top of that.
Okay, is my game glitching or is my sprite not meant to be here? 'Cause I haven't seen her sprite once. Is that a glitch? Should I restart the game? Grandma said it herself. You're still young. You should forget all about this and start over. You might not want to hear this, but listening to you two talk about masks and spirits, well, you sounded like that girl at the shrine. It scares me, and it should scare you too. Take care of yourself, Ito. Let's go to the suicide forest. Ooh, okay. Oh god, this is gonna be another horror section, isn't it? Like the house. Oh, ah. Why do I always record these episodes when the sun's gone down? Last time I recorded was at like 5 AM. At least this time it's still before midnight, so it's a bit better. It's still dark outside and I'm sitting right in front of a dark window, because my recording setup, I'm right in front of a window. I'm looking out into the darkness with trees and stuff, and they all look like creepy hands trying to reach me. Let's go to the suicide forest, boys. No doubt about it, this is the path the old Kawana woman was talking about. Better proceed cautiously. It looks like I could easily lose my way in this overgrowth. The path wasn't so hard to find. It's a miracle no one stumbled on the compound before, even by accident. No time to think of that now. I have to keep moving. I don't even want to imagine getting lost in here at night. Okay. I don't want to run, because in case I miss anything. Going. Remember, she said never turn back. Always keep going forward. Always keep going forward. And here's the music. Let's go. Time to terrify the Let's Player, boys. Blood. Is that blood or just red cloth? Look, Oji Sama. These statues covered in moss and undergrowth. It looks like one is missing. Depiction of Oji Sama. It is said that praying to these statues can help guide the souls of children who died young. They look so old and forgotten. It's kind of sad to see them abandoned like this. How could these statues help anyone out in such a dark place? Dude, Japan's fucking creepy, dude. Keep going. Ah, why? Why am I here now? You again? Why are you here? Sorry for yelling. I know that makes my audio peak sometimes. Reina, what is she? That's my question. Dude, when the fuck did I end up in the sewer tunnels with Reina and Tanaka again? Where am I? No, anywhere but here. I don't want to remember this. Why now? Detective Kazuki Tanaka. Ito, why did you come here? You've left me here to die again, haven't you? It was your fault that this happened to me. You're so selfish. You never care about what happens to anyone but yourself. People who get hurt along the way are just collateral damage. It's all about you and what you want. You. You're not looking for me. You only want to hurt the girl, to hurt the old woman, to see everyone who gets in your way suffer. Well, that's not true. I would have done anything to change what happened to you. And the only one I want to see suffer is Detective Taira. Make it go away. Can't bear to look anymore. Stop. Make it stop. I don't want to remember. What a great idea. Remembering hurts, doesn't it? Let me take away all that pain. Let's forget together, Ayami-chan. This is a cool effect. Let's forget together. 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 Let's not forget together. Look, game. I don't know what you're trying, but your brainwashing shit isn't gonna work on a real life human like me. So it might make the Ayami forget, but I got my knowledge here. Look, I got my knowledge. It's in my... Bro. You can't just fade hanging people into frame like that. It's freaking creepy. Ah, foreground tree. Okay, good. Nothing happened past the foreground tree. Keep going. Never stop. Keep going. Another sewer tunnel? Nope. What is this option? Stay on the path. What? No, keep going. Wait, she said keep going, right? Wait, I'm confused what I'm meant to do. Wait. I have to keep going. She said keep going. Just keep going forward. What is that? Pick up. I just saw some statue. I feel a familiar presence as I pick it up. Keep going. More hanging bodies. Foreground trees. Look, dude, okay, this place is a bit creepy, but I'm not as terrified as I was about whatever. Like, when I was in that house, I was terrified behind every corner. I do not know what the fuck I was expecting to find. And the mask creeps me the hell out, dude. Keep going. Oh, music stopped. Scare time. Scare time. Please don't be... What? Animation time. Is this all a dream or something? I'm gonna wake up in my apartment again. Okay then, okay. Now comes the creepy shit. Now comes hallucination of happy home life that doesn't exist. It was all a dream, Ayami. You just had a nightmare. Jesus, what's up with my throat? Your fiance was alive all along. Ooh, jeez. The way you were sleeping, I thought you'd never wake up. Huh? Where? Kazuki, thank goodness you're okay. I knew I'd find you. Find me? What are you talking about? I haven't gone anywhere. Saw you on the ground. Reina, she slit your throat. Must have been a hell of a nightmare you had. Nothing a good cup of coffee can't fix. Speaking of, I fixed a coffee machine so you can officially file that case is closed. There was an extra space between as and closed. That shouldn't be... Hey, you okay? You look a little out of it. Take your time getting ready. I'll be in the other room. Yeah, thanks, Kazuki. What is this? I was looking for something, wasn't I? I can't remember. My heart's beating a mile a minute. Can't shake this feeling of dread that's hanging in the air. This is real, right? I want it to be real. It's not real. Reject it. It's not real. Go to the living room. Welcome back to the real world, sleepyhead. You're not dressed. Oh, that... When he said you're not dressed, the first thing I got in mind is she's just fucking naked in front of Kazuki. But what do you mean she's just not dressed to go to the picnic? And forget about our picnic, did you? Picnic? We're gonna have a picnic in the park and see the cherry blossoms, remember? I know it's not exactly traditional, but I figured we could grab a pizza on the way over too. It's an important time of year after all. Did you forget that too? Don't you remember when the cherry blossoms fell? He saved those two girls at the shrine? You're a hero! Saved? No, I'm no hero. She died. I killed her. She's always trying to stop me from... Kazuki, something doesn't feel right. This isn't where I'm supposed to be. Of course it is. We're together, the sun's out, we've got Lady Mia? This isn't what you wanted? With your parents gone, Lady Fluff and I are the only family you got left. This is where you belong. And we love you, Ayami-chan. That's why you'll come with us. Come on. We've got to get going. Go, where are you taking me? Somewhere safe. Safe? Why? Where was I going? Where's the path? The path isn't for you. It leads to suffering. So let's leave the path and be happy. Forever. I don't want to go to this picnic. I don't trust this picnic. I don't want to go to the picnic. Is there any other things I can do? I don't want to be at the picnic, bro. Bro. Shaken, professional, meticulous, stressed. Bro, I don't want to be at this picnic. Oh, fuck it. Let's go. Isn't this nice? All here like one big happy family. We don't need anyone else. 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 It's better this way. Stay here. Stay here. Stay here. It's safe. Stay here and rot, Ayami. Kazuki, what's the matter with you? Nothing is the matter. We're exactly where we need to be. This is all so wonderful. I've taken you somewhere safe just like I promised. Far away from places you didn't belong. You'll stay here so you can't hurt anyone anymore. Free from all those pesky, painful memories. So let's forget together. Lie down where it's comfortable and stay there forever and ever and ever. No, ignoring the pain won't make it go away. Kazuki wouldn't want me to forget. Tell me to keep going. I know yours. Okay, this music's going creepy. I know this place. I've been here before. It's drenched in the same suffering as before. Reina, why did you take me here? Don't make me remember. Don't make me remember. Why won't you leave me alone? Why do you want to hurt me so badly? Why did you come here? Don't make me remember. Stop, 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 stop. What the fuck is going on, dude? Let's just... okay, which stop am I clicking? This guy is all the way himself. This box isn't touching another box. And let's pick left stop on that box. I've never felt Reina's presence so strongly before. If I didn't come to my senses, I might have. Why now? What's in this forest that she doesn't want me to see? Bro, the black darkness outside my window is really fucking freaking me out. It's just... I need a curtain for this room if I'm gonna keep playing horror games. I really need a curtain. Keep going. Okay, here we go. Place statue. The air completely changed when I placed the statue with the others. The forest doesn't seem so dark. I can see a clearing up ahead. Is it over? Reina, are you still here somewhere? Going. This must be it. Kamenkai compound. I finally made it. Or at least Reina doesn't have as much power here. Looking at it now, I can't help but feel underwhelmed. For all the secrecy, classified documents, and foreboding stories, all I see is drab grey structures in a forest clearing. But it's eerie, it's silent, and the air is thick, like it's cut off from the rest of the forest. Given how hard Reina was trying to keep me out of here, I feel that's no coincidence. I feel a sadness and fear hanging in the air like I did in Higashi's office. I should be careful. Find out what I can and get out of here. I guess that's all but... Why can't I read? I guess this all but confirms Reina's link to the Kamenkai. What was she trying so hard to prevent me from finding? Typo? Okay, let's explore this place. This place looks like a... Reminds me of that... What's that Taiwanese horror game I played? Was it called Detention? There's this Taiwanese horror game I played on my Switch. It's called Attention or something. I really liked that game. I liked it a lot. School reminds me of that game for some reason. Enter there. Okay, it's just like the horror house. I can enter multiple rooms. And the mask's gonna come again and scare the shit out of me. Aw, she's cute. Haha. Now let the horror set in. So did Reina grow up in this cult? Mommy! Reina. Where were you? I missed you. Shh, keep your voice down, sweetheart. I can't stay long. Why not? Why don't you stay with me anymore? Well, that's complicated. The guru thinks it's best if we're apart for a while. He has big plans for us, and for you especially. Who cares about all that? Honey, it's not that simple. Why not? Why won't they let us be together? Because you're so pure and perfect. I know you love me, but I'm no good. If I stay with you, He says I'll corrupt you. But I'm so weak. I wanted to see you. It's our little secret, okay? Okay, Mommy. Is it my fault you can't stay with me anymore? Yes. Oh, Reina, no. Of course not. It's me. You're going to be a big, important person someday. I can't hold you back. You're going to be a virgin sacrifice. Yeah, so what was it, Reina? Remember the Kamenkai story the historian told us? You know, the historical version of the story? Where one girl was meant to wear the mask and be the only survivor? Reina's the modern version of that girl. I know that doesn't make a whole lot of sense right now, but someday you'll understand. Tokimasa has big plans for you. He told me so himself. He said you were the key to everything, because you're so pure. Remember why we left the city? Because everyone's so mean and out for themselves. They're all stained by corruption, but not us. No, not you anyway. I thought you said we're never going home. I thought you said we were going home. We can't. Tokimasa says the great machine's done for. That all those corrupt people will kill each other in wars and die, and we'll be left. But you'll be here to guide them. Soon you'll be there to guide them. Soon. You've been chosen by Tokimasa. To die? I don't want anybody to die. Yes, me neither, sweetie, but like I said, Tokimasa has figured out a new ritual, and he'll be able to help everyone. I don't understand. Why are you saying all these weird things? Now, Reina, it's not easy for me either, but it's not about what we want all the time. If you do this, it'll help me. You want to help Mommy, don't you? Yeah, I guess. Exactly, so let's smile, okay? Hey, guess what? What? For the ritual, there's gonna be a big celebration, just for you. It'll be a big feast. What's that mean? It's a big meal where everyone gets to eat all the food they want. It's like a party. Doesn't that sound fun? I guess so. And I can come see you again. Do you promise? Yeah, afterwards we'll all go out together to the ritual. All together? I thought you said it was just me. Like I said, sweetheart, you've been chosen. Tokimasa says you'll gain the sight to guide us to salvation. Okay. Hey, don't look so sad. You'll get me crying if you do. And you don't want to see Mommy cry, do you? No. Good. Reina, I need you to listen to me now. Here, I want you to have this. It's Mommy's amulet. The one I've kept since I was little. I want you to have it for the ritual. When it starts, I want you to hold it and keep your eyes shut tight, okay? If you get scared, just grab it tight and think of me, okay? But that amulet is yours. Don't you need it? What if something bad happens to you? It's more important that you have it now. Promise you'll do what I asked? I promise. Let's make a pinky promise. Oh, okay. And you know what happens when you break a pinky promise, right? Yeah, you said my pinky'd fall off. Exactly, and we wouldn't want that now, would we? After tomorrow, things might be different. Maybe even a little scary, but it's not all bad. The most important thing is that Tokimasa told us we'd all be together. I love you, Reina. I love you too, Mommy. Okay, then. That was a lot to take in. So Reina was being used as some child sacrifice, probably, for this bullshit ritual they were cooking up. Talk. Oh, Reina, maybe you shouldn't be here. Huh? Why not? The feast isn't for you, it's for us, the impure who must prepare ourselves. Tokimasa says that the unpure must purify themselves by feasting and expunging the darkness from their body.
If I can remain uncorrupted, even someone worthless like me will be able to ascend to a higher plane.
I don't think you're worthless. Everyone keeps telling me I'm so special, but no one visits me anymore. And where's everyone else? Are they hiding from me now too?
The others are with the guru, preparing themselves for tomorrow. Don't worry, Reina, everything will be clear tomorrow. There's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear. There's nothing to...
Hey, can I have a little of that?
Great Tokimasa instructed us not to give you any food at the feast.
Oh.
Don't you see? You are pure. The feast, the indulgence is here there to test us, to show us that we are corrupted with the stains of impurity upon us. It is a reminder of how the great machine of man keeps our souls shackled and chained. Those who are cleansed must not turn away from the righteous path.
Right, but...
Very lucky, yes, so lucky to be in Tokimasa's favor. He chose you. He chose you to be the bearer of the mask, to see the great door to the pure realm. Those other children who were taken, that too was a test, to find the most pure among you. You understand, don't you?
I don't know.
Oh yes, of course not. You are but a child. Tokimasa says that your children are much wiser than us, that your understanding of the world is untainted.
Where's Mommy?
Mommy? Ah yes, I imagine she is with the guru. She is in need of the guru's love? Yes, her mind has gone astray of late. In such a key moment, the guru will show her the way. Don't you worry. Mother, father, sister, brother, it doesn't matter. We are your family. You should go back to your bed. I don't know why the guru left someone so important wander freely. What if something would happen to you like the others?
What others?
Do not fear, child. The great Tokimasa's prophecy will come to pass, and there will be no fear, very soon. You should go to sleep, child, and remember, do not eat this meal. It is food for us, the pitiful.
Dory. What's wrong? Why are you looking at me like that? Nothing. It's nothing. The ritual is soon. There will be a time of great change. Go away. Why? Tomorrow you will guide us, but look at you, so young. You must be resilient. Fear is a pure emotion. All life forms feel fear. To fear is not weakness, but a test. You are testing me. The guru is wise. Are you okay? You're looking at me funny again. There's nothing. What do you want? Oh, do you know where Takashi is? Yeah. Weak. They're weak. Don't think of them. Don't cloud your thoughts. You must remain as you are. Needn't worry, Tokimasa will guide us. Just wait.
Okay, that lady's fucking creepy.
What's wrong,
Emiko? Okay, now here's my parents.
Oh, Reina, what are you doing here? You scared me. I'm sorry. It's alright. You didn't mean it, did you? No. Then there's nothing to worry about. Do you want something? Hey, isn't Takashi or the baby here with you? He and his sister were not meant to be for the path of purity. Not like you. It's the night before the ritual. I must unburden myself with thoughts of them. What's unburden mean? Unburden, Reina. It means I have to forget them. Yes, forget the children, Emiko. Being too attached to our offspring is part of mankind's great machine. It is a lie. That was a test. They did not pass. You must. We are so close to our goal. Yes, of course. I will not shackle myself to meaningless connections. Reina, don't you worry. Tomorrow is the great ritual Tokimasa has envisioned. And you're the guest of honor. Everything will be all right. Really? Yes, of course. Now run along.
Children aren't stupid. Stop acting like children are stupid. Oh, they just disappeared. Children are not fucking stupid, dude. They can tell what's going on. They're not pieces of shit like you think they are. I just want to get out of this house. It's freaking creepy.
I can't. I can't let my daughter be in the ritual. It's not for you to decide. You know her importance. What the guru says she can... You know her importance. What the guru says she can show us. But she's my daughter. Tokimasa hasn't told us what he's going to do to her. She is our daughter, Hisako. What if it doesn't work like he says? She's so young. You doubt him? Now? It's because she's so young she was chosen. Her mind is not stained by regret, sadness, or corruption. She's perfect. I know that, just... Then why hesitate? The Guru tells us we're approaching the moment that will bring us true peace. Ah, the culmination of everything we've worked for. Somehow your child is the focal point. He says she will be granted a sight even more profound than his own. She can lead us. I only want to make sure she's okay. Promised me she'd be safe, but now I'm not so sure. The Guru will make sure she's taken care of. She'll want for nothing and be blessed with new sight. It's the only way. It's the only way. The world is on the brink of ruin. There's no time left. My own children will... Emiko, don't worry. They'll be safe. No, my own mother betrayed me. She dragged my children away to die in the filth. I'm sorry, I must be strong. Soon we will have no more worries and ascend from our flesh. You know, don't you? You saw the outside when he told us. Yes. All of the things I studied, they were only ever used by corrupt people to control one another, to hurt one another. Soon we'll be free of all that. We'll escape the suffering of this world and be reborn. And it will be Reina who shows us the way. She will be the bridge. You're right. I always knew she was special. Even when she was growing inside me, I could feel it. Promise me again. Promise me she'll be taken care of. Yikes. Now that's some delusional reinforcement. Is that all? Nothing more? I'm gonna say it wasn't as scary as I thought, but I'm still expecting shit to happen. So I'm withholding my judgment for now, before the jump scares start happening. Oh god. Oh, what is that? Look. What's this? This looks like a simple wooden amulet. How did I not notice it before? Pick it up. What is this? I feel strange, like I'm back there again. Where? Where? What's happening? Oh. Ayami, did you just say again? Where am I? Forest path. I saw things and started running. When I found the amulet, it cut away the fog that had been surrounding me and showed me the truth. The mask, the Kamenkai. Reina was there the whole time. They all killed themselves and made her wear the mask. That day was when it started, when Reina became the mask bearer, when her suffering truly began. The pulse of the dark has changed again, and the fuzzy image I had before has snapped into focus. Everything I need to put an end to this is in my hands. How long has it been, I wonder? Man in a sewer, a girl with red hair, memories and thoughts that aren't my own. I'm in over my head. So stretched out that it feels like the slightest breeze could topple me, and each time I get close to the truth, something drags me farther away. I feel I'm so close, all the threads are leading to one place, and yet I haven't stopped to think of what finding it means. I'm on a ride that I have no control over, and that's moving so fast to focus on what's passing me by. If only I could go back and slow down, give myself some time to think. Instead I keep rushing forward toward the unknown. Before I went to Aokigahara, I thought I had a handle on things. When Reina showed up and turned it all on its head. My whole life I've thought that if... Jesus Christ. My whole life I've thought that if I could only connect the dots and contextualize the clues, it'll make everything simpler and it'll all work out. This time I'm not so sure. The only thing left to do is hold on tight and see where I end up. With me is a little wooden mask that so many died for, and now I'm using it for myself. It doesn't feel right. It was her pain I felt back in the compound, the focal point to all of her misery. I wonder if it's the real Reina I've seen, or is that girl long gone? No. What I felt in the compound and the misery I feel in the dark are the same. It's her. The mask, Reina, the dark, all tied to the door. Despite everything I'd seen and all the mysteries that had been explained to me, what awaited me there was still unknown. My only chance to see Kazuki again is to go into those filthy tunnels and find it.
Only then do I have any hope of using it to change his fate. Something with that much power would have a cost, and I'd be forced to accept it without question. Nothing can ever be the same after today. My chance at a normal life disappeared the minute I took the mask from evidence. Maybe it would have found its way back to me eventually. Kazuki Tanaka, the man I've suffered so much for, has been silent. Maybe he's not even down there anymore. I've seen what Rain has become as a result of the mask. That happened to me. Now that I know the way, is that what I really want? The horrible object was made out of the death of innocent people and fed hundreds of years later with even more death. Why continue the cycle? Why shouldn't I destroy it? I suppose that's obvious. Because I'd be destroying Kazuki and Reina along with it. If I don't act soon, it feels like the world will tear apart at the seams. Dark is creeping in at the seams, affecting people even if they can't see it like I do. I have to do something. Shinjuku and Kamakura, 2 places where my path started, are also where it has to end. This is it. I need to choose. Follow the thread further into the darkness or attempt to cut it and return to the light. To make a choice. Do I pursue the mask? Or do I destroy it? Look, this thing has caused so much destruction and death, and everything else. I just want it all to end. Maybe I'll miss some of the mystery, but I want to destroy this mask. Strange to be back on these streets knowing everything I do now. Ancient cults, a troubled family, and a girl named Reina, all united by the history of death and suffering caused by a simple object. All that meaningless death of innocent people, and for what? To protect mankind? To make us better? Don't make me laugh. No more. I've gone down this rabbit hole far enough. I refuse to be a slave to the mask any longer. I'll destroy it, turn it back to ashes, and do the world a favor. A final defiant act as reality breaks apart at the seams. The Kawanas are waiting at the shrine. They know as well as I do the torment the mask brings with it. Let's hope the old woman can do what she says she can. Well, we've made a lot of progress. More than I was expecting. And it seems I've made my choice to go down a path. See what happens down this dark path next time. For now, I'm just gonna ruminate on these thoughts and end this episode. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you all next episode of Tokyo Dark. Could be the last one. Or if this game has multiple endings, which I am assuming it does, could be a couple more. For now, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.